Hey YouTube, what's up, what's up, what's up? Coming at you back again with the back at it again. And this is another crazy story time. So as you can see by the title, like, I don't even want to give this story life, but I just decided to come and tell y'all the crazy story. The time that I got my legit boo, like my actual boyfriend, sleeping with his next door neighbor. So let's do this. So back in 2014, was it 2014? I'm a liar. Back in 2013, I had met this Filipino boy. Yes, I like my Asians, do it. I had met this Filipino boy literally at Walmart. Like, I met him on the job. It was like instant connection. So for the sake of this video, I'm gonna call him Pickles. So yeah, me and Pickles, we met in 2013 in like the ending of April. Yeah, I think I literally had met him like April 22nd or something like that, because that same week was my best friend Jasmine's birthday, and like I knew it was really fresh that time. So yeah, I met him in April. Sorry. By the 9th of May, I'm a liar. By the 6th of May, we was like official. But before even that, like a week or 2 weeks like into knowing him, like I had already like introduced him to my parents. Like it was like such a quick relationship, but like it just felt like right, because I was just tired of like black boys always just doing the most. So I was like, ooh, okay, like I got a little Filipino boo, like it's gonna be blessed. Like I'm seeing like future. Like I'm thinking this is like relationship security. Oh, honey, I was wrong, okay? Mind you, he's like regular, like no sauce, no nothing. Like, that's why I was like, ooh, okay. I found me like a really chill, quiet, cool little boy. Okay. Everything was going so good the whole summer. It was perfect. It was popping. Like, we was together all the time. He ended up going to a program at the college affiliated with my school, just like how Flashy did, but this is at 2 different periods. So he's ended up going to a music program at the college associated with my school, and then I was still just going to my university. I don't know what it is, like, to be very honest. So, like, if you see this video, Pickles, because you know I'm talking about you, if you see this video, like, this is honestly how I felt in this time frame. I didn't really know what it was. Like, I guess because, like, we were together all summer. When I finally got back to school and I saw my friends and I was getting back into the swing of things, it was almost like the relationship was becoming too much. Like, it was feeling a little bit claustrophobic. Now, Pickles had completely different views on how I should live my life. And you ain't gonna tell me how to live, like, to be honest. Like, he didn't like the fact that I, like, want to party and always want to chill with my friends. Like, he had issues with that. And at the time, I guess, like, I was younger. My mindset wasn't the greatest. So I wasn't really having it. I was like, okay, why are you trying to be my dad? Either way, we started getting into arguments, like, all the time. It was just getting really turmoil-ish. And I kind of got to, like, a breaking point. And basically was like, okay, we need to do a break. Now, I know everybody has different views on how breaks work. Like, some people be like, well, there is no such thing as a break. Like, either you're together or you're broken up. I believe breaks can happen, but you have to respect that person still within that break, in my opinion. I'm not telling you I don't want you. I just needed some space to get my head together, because I felt like every left, right, and center, no matter what I did, it was an argument. So I kind of just needed to figure things out. Anyways, we was on this break for like 2 weeks. So I'm kind of like, okay, you know what? I feel like I'm getting a little bit more clarity. Like, I do care about you. Like, I do want this to work. So, you know, let's figure it out. Anyhow, the Christmas season rolls around and we're talking, but we're not like how it was before the turmoil and the break. But we were still talking nevertheless. Like, at the end of the day, that was still my boyfriend, in my opinion, in my eyes. That was still my man. So, New Year's rolls around. And, like, this is a lie. Before New Year's, it's like the 27th or the 26th, like Boxing Day, after Christmas. And I was driving this girl I know home, and I called him. Like, something in my gut was oh my gosh, how could I forget the whole thing that ties all of this in together? Pause. Let's back it on up. Back it up. Back in the summertime of 2013, like when we were dating, everything like that, I remember I was at his house for his birthday. And like, you know, remember those times when you had like Blackberries and like when you get a BBM, you see the red light pinging? Okay, I've never been the type to really like check people's phones or whatever. But one time we were there chilling and he wasn't around me, and I see the red light going off on his phone. Obviously, I know you're going to be getting birthday messages, but like something in my gut was saying, yo, look at the Blackberry. So, you ain't got to tell me twice. I picked it up and I see it's a message from a thing named wow, I really did say her name like all well, she's not my friend, so I don't care. So So anyways, I see a message from that thing. And the message was long. Like, it was like, happy birthday to the best neighbor ever. Like, these neighbors. Like, when I say neighbors, I mean like, this is his house. This is the King's house. They share driveway. Like, they live in a semi-detached house. Like, this is reach over and get sugar type of neighbor. Okay? So she's like, oh, happy birthday to the best neighbor ever. Love your honey, whatever. Whenever you're ready to go out for your birthday, just let me know. So I'm like, pardon? One, where was there even time for her to be even feeling so special and obligated to be sending these type of birthday messages? Like, know your place. Like, stay in your lane. And I kicked up hell about that. Like, I was livid. I was not having it. Like, I was like to his cousin, oh my God, like, how is this gonna even happen? Like, yo, I should even go over to the neighbor's house right now. But then, you know what? I was like, okay, no. At the end of the day, like, I'm sitting on my throne. Like, she's a peasant then and still now to me. So, I'm not gonna care. So now, fast forwarding back to Christmas time after our little break. So, I call him because, like, yeah, we're arguing, but we're not talking as much as, like, we used to. And usually when we get into arguments and, like, we start talking back, like, we jump right back into stuff. So I was like, okay, this is a little weird. So I call him, and something in my gut was like, yo, is this man talking to his next door neighbor? So I called him. I asked him, like, straight out, I'm just like, so are you talking to your next door neighbor? The man's like, nah. Like, right away, no. Why would you think that? Like, she's my friend. Da-da-da-da. Okay. I was like, you better not be lying to me. Like, you better not be lying to me, because he knows I don't play no games. So, that was, like I said, the 27th or, like, the 26th of December. So now it's New Year's Eve. I go to church with my parents. When I was done church, my parents dropped me to his crib. Okay, so now I'm spending, like, actual New Year's with, like, him and his family, his cousin, all of that good stuff. So mind you, remember I told you they live in a semi-detached house. So when I was coming out the car, like, baby girl was on her balcony, like, chilling, taking in the scene. So she seen that I was coming into the crib. She knows who I am. But she was not invited. And, anyways, like, New Year's happens, like, everything's, like, okay, like, I'm hoping that, like, after, like, the talks that we had, like, we're gonna start to move forward. Anyway, all of that happens. The very next day, so now this is, like, okay, so not the first, but, like, the second, I went to go kick it with, my homeboy, and this next waste of time, and we're kicking it, we're chilling, la 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 la. I'm about to get a ride home from my homeboy, and I look down on my phone and I see a long message, basically like a confession message telling me, yeah, you know, actually I do want to tell you that I've been seeing the neighbor. You know, she makes me happy. Like, all this stuff, like, yeah, like, a long paragraph, like, telling me, like, yeah, she does things for me that makes me happy. Like, I'm gonna be with her, like, basically telling me, skirt, skirt, like, I'm dropping you for the neighbor. And oh my God, I took that so hard. Like, so hard. Like, I'm talking, like, serious, like, depression. Like, I couldn't even function. I couldn't imagine, like, your boyfriend's gonna tell you, the same person you asked him about specifically, who you been having doubts about, is gonna come tell you, well, you know what, actually, yeah, you right. You couldn't tell me I was right when I was in your face, because no, what? I'm joking. Okay, I'm not joking, but joking nevertheless. It was just a crazy experience. Like, that was like the second person after Flashy that I ever, like, brought home, like, shared with my family, my grandparents, my parents, and I keep my family very sacred. I don't really like exposing external people to my family like that. So it was a big deal. He was a very big part of my life. So when he told me that, like, he was with the neighbor like that, and he was, like, going to be with her, like, I took that hard. Like, a brick could hit me and it wouldn't hurt as bad as what I had to take from that experience. So, nevertheless, we do not talk now, like, at all. We're not even amicable. Like, we've had, like, a few run-ins, good and bad, but, like, right now, like, no, we are not friends. We are not anything. The moral of the story is, like, yo, ladies, like, when you have a gut intuition, like, you need to go with it. Don't care what nobody's saying to you. Don't care what he is saying to you. He's probably lying to you. Your intuition will never lie to you. It will never lead you astray. Like, always follow your intuition. Anyways, you know, no, I'm not getting all emotional. Okay, I'm getting a little bit emotional, but anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the story right here. Hopefully this story, you know, helps somebody else who's gone through this know, like, yo, like, these feelings are real. I understand exactly what you've gone through. If you've had any crazy experiences like that, yo, comment down below. Like, you can ask me how I felt or whatever, if it wasn't clear enough already in this video. But definitely comment down and, like, share your stories with me. And I will be back with another video. Bye.